Hi, I'm Jahin Imtiaz and I'm going to present my CSE-332 final project dashboard. My main theme for this dashboard was COVID-19, so I have collected data for COVID-19 related data for all the countries in the world, and I have also collected data for United States and counties. So I have created two separate pages to visualize the United States data and world data. On my first state, on my first page, we have a world map. Hovering over each country on that map will let us know the number of cases and number of deaths on that specific country. We can also select a specific date, and our map and the data will graphs will update to visualize only that date. So on that specific date we have these informations. If we want to select a country, we can also select a country. Selecting a country include will update all other graphs, and it will all those graphs will include only information from that country. So now I'm selecting India, and on the bottom corner we have a time series for India, and it shows the new cases on that country. We can also change to see the new dates on that country. So now we can also select multiple countries with a lasso select, and let's say we want to look at United States and Mexico. So now our graphs will include information from only those two countries, and we can see on now our time series looks interesting. We can easily compare these two countries and see how their death rates was impacted over the time. We can also we have on the right corner, right bottom corner, we have a parallel coordinates which visualizes all those COVID-19 related variables in a convenient way. On the top corner we have a scatter plot. This shows individual variables and looks if there is any correlation between them. Let's look at the United States data. For United States data we have similar scatter plots and similar timeline series, and I also included a data table where we can look at specific states information, new cases and new dates counts on the specific date. All these graphs will update based on the selected date. Let's say we want to still look at 14th October, so it will these data tables and these scatter plots will update based on that day. Let's say we want to look at a specific state. We can also hover over the states to see their new cases and new dates, and we can also select those states. Let's say we want to select a new Texas. Selecting a state will zoom in the to show only that state, and now we can look at each county on that state and their new cases and new dates on that county. And on the right corner we have a two donut charts that shows that divides the total cases and dates by races. We can see 45% of the total cases was Hispanic and 54% of the total deaths was Hispanic from these two charts. So we can basically see which state where which race was affected mostly on a specific state. On the bottom corner we have two time series. The left time series is for comparing the state with the rest of the country. So we are basically looking at each case counts on the on Texas and comparing with the national average test counts. We can change the variables here too. And on the right side we can compare this selected state with a different state if we want. Now by default we are comparing with Texas and New York at the same time. If we want to change the state, we can compare with a different state. Let's say we want to compare with California and Texas, so we are comparing with California and Texas here. We can also select last 6 months or last 1 month's data. So last 6 months data will update the graph over here. So that's pretty much it for my dashboard. Thank you for watching.